Hey, hey. That is the wrong game. What the hell are you doing? Also, I'm here. Why are you here? Why haven't you switched, Gura? Might as well close that game as well because it's gonna lag my PC. Well, can you like? Thank you. Can I freaking disable you? Wait, no, cancel. I'm stupid. As you can see, I did in fact fuck up. And so we need to teleport. And I hope I can teleport in the same place. Lock Studios. Yes, let's go. It's all remained black and white. Oh, I mean sepia, I guess. This would be sepia instead. Give me just a second here. Checking some stuff. Should be fine. Or should be fine. So, we golden. We golden. That is fine. That is on fine. Let's go. We should be still on Japanese. And I believe we will have Japanese people here. Yes, Saber. A frigid force drags you violently back to where you started, and then a voice you know all too well murmurs by your ear.
You want to leave after entering
No, we're in English.
turf? In your dreams!
I knew it was you. Why does it sound like a dog barking? Right, and she's silent. If it's not one thing, then the other. I forgot. Wait. Why? Oh, right. Everyone is silent because we are supposed to be silent. Right. I'm starting to remember it all, you know? Scott, the APC specialist who does those bionic voice impressions? Unbelievable. Scott's really made a name for himself. Even the acclaimed Robin knows who he is. Oh, I now remember why I switched to English, because Scott is English while everyone else is muted. It's all coming back to me. Unbelievable. Has kept many for himself. Even the acclaimed Robin knows who he is, yes. Right, I'm the one who told her can Gillis share a few wild travel stories with her friends even now and then. The brief silence that lingered between you was enough to convey every ounce of fury and exasperation from this old acquaintance. See, always so hasty. The battered TV wobbles budding with static noise, but alas, this is a silent film. You can hear a single crackle of the snowflakes. You're on TV, bro. Seriously? It's not the time for this. Watch out for this servant. That guy turned his whole place into...
Supporting characters with no voice dubbing shouldn't waste the audience's time with your lines.
That is, really ironic. Considering what we've had in Genshin, in ZZ, in HSR, where half of the freaking cast was absent of dubbing.
Ready! Action!
Action! Are we fighting? Oh, Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. Oh my. An only single lead actor, Scott. You're awake in a sealed chamber. The TV static crackles in death's lullaby. Separated from your servants, you run into another pair of familiar enemies. As for your cowboy and sorceress companions, vanished without a trace. Why are you here? Scott sent a scam text to Mr. Boothill in your name, and you know how that goes. That punk doesn't even bother switching up his tricks. Don't tell me he's got a crush on me. Let me think, how will he bark this time? Forget that third-rate nobody. What I really want to know is, where did he send our servants? Splitting up a horror movie? That's a death flag. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. That monster in the room sure is an eyesore. Excalibur! Oh, wait. What we would be fighting? A nameless corpse lies before you. Don't ask why it's still twitching. More importantly, you find no clues on it, but I've got a little hint for you all. You are employees of the Interstellar Peace Corporation. To reward your outstanding performance this year, the IPC has organized a special vacation at a hotel. But when you arrive, the hotel is completely empty. As midnight strikes, its true nature is revealed. This is already the 5th room. Hey, can you hear me? What a bunch of troublesome fools. Who will that be? Oh, Saber. I can believe that even you fell for it, Archer. Ah, just so we're clear, I was against this from the start, but those two blockheads insist on investigating. Now it's 3 blockheads, masters of an otherworldly holy grail, and not a hint of caution among them. That's how I end up with the frowns. End up with frown lines. What does frown lines mean, huh? Isn't it a little late to say all that? Listen carefully. This Holy Grail war is strange indeed. It's my fault. I have failed as a servant. I should have kept my master away from this trap. You two over here, I'm locked inside this room, right on cue. Master, I saw your subtitles. I'll find a way to get you out. Hold on. If I were the enemy, I'd disguise myself as a master and wait just behind the door for the perfect ambush. Archer, listen to my voice. It's obviously me, right? It does. First of all, yeah, there is no voice of Venturin, but there are subtitles. Sorry, this is a silent film. All I see is a line of subtitles under the door with the name Aventurin slapped on it. If you want to prove you're really my master, you'll have to spill 10 humiliating secrets that only my real master would know. How would he even know that? You really don't know who I am? Will this ever end? This is a horror film, people. Background characters start acting scared. This place was once an IPC prison, I mean, Penacony, yes, where criminals were banished. Its deadly traps ensured none escaped. Now the inmates have passed, living only bloodthirsty, vengeful spirits. I wanted to ask this since your first line. Why target the IPC workers? Back when this was still a prison, the IPC scoundrels turned it into a living hell. What do audiences love most? Watching those criminals suffer. Saw off someone's leg and the door unlocks automatically, but if nothing happens after a system hour, boom, the room explodes, you, the guest, will also go up in flames. So this is kind of a Saw movie then, huh? I know this one, the room you can't leave unless you do a particular thing. It's one of those classic tropes from the Penacony vintage horror flick. I guess vintage to the point of Saw being vintage. Maybe, perhaps. Give me just a sec here. I'm losing the viewers that I'm me myself. How does that work? Why is that even the case? But also, while I'm doing this, I've been thinking, what are the chances that, knowing that they only have Japanese voices for this patch, Mihoyo decided to make this a silent movie in all languages so that other players from other countries that are not Japanese don't feel bad about not hearing the characters. Like, the meta-narrative of it all, you know? What are the chances? Aren't we a little off topic? You watch rather wild films, my guy. By ship, I did not expect someone your age to know that much about Penacony's early dream bubble cinema. You have a bright future ahead. That's right, I was the one who gave the world my genius vision with my first film in Penacony's early days. Ah, so the director here is Grady. I guess Grady. No, может ты прыгаешь. The cat is always goes crazy right as I'm starting stream. Don't you? So this noble phantasm is based on that? That guy's really getting carried away and started babbling. Nice work, master. Ah, so you do believe it's your master. No wonder the scene feels so awkwardly shoved in. Now it all makes sense. Randomly cobbling together old school horror tropes? Yeah, not exactly groundbreaking. Take that sawing off someone's leg bit. Originally, the protagonist was restrained by ferrofluid shackles and had no choice but to cut their own leg off. But here, it's just a lazy copy-paste. Kid, I take back every compliment I said about you. Your screams will be played on loop in the most conspicuous spot at Grady Films. You're revealing your true name on purpose. Let me guess, just part of your dramatic flair, huh?
You fool! How did you let your true name slip like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit's greatest weakness? Assassin!
Don't panic, producer. I'm not some legendary hero or anything like that. Just ask them, what does great even mean in Penacony? Komenum-chan, I don't know. Who are you? I've only heard of Clock Studios and Himemiya Films. As expected, soon you'll see whose Penacony's greatest director is. For now, I'll slip behind the scenes. So, what will it be? Self-sacrifice, or will you turn your blades at each other's right before my eyes? Take what little time you have left and talk it over, but keep stalling and, well, tick-tock, boom. Tick-tick-tick, boom. Great song from, like, mid-2000s. Oh, you finally meet a kindred spirit and I don't get any fan benefits? Master, you heard him. Pick a leg, left or right. Honestly, if I could get a bonus, I'd rather go for the arm with the command spells. Hey, you're my servant, remember? At least consider cutting off Abyssos' leg instead. What do you mean? Wait, old pal, don't give me that look, I was kidding. Everyone, don't dance to his tune, don't let him pull us along. And the more chaos he sows, the calmer we have to be. Still not turning on each other yet? The room's about to blow. I'll have to saw off my leg. I'll saw off Avenger's leg. What class are you, bomber? Let's vote. I vote for my flamboyant master. No need to egg things on. You already figured out the real answer, didn't you? I sealed the room, my bomb about to go off. It sounds dramatic, but rationally speaking, as a servant, wouldn't it be easier to just cut the door down? Master, please take 2 steps back. The Solvin girl unleashes a fierce shout. Crack! The lock splits and the door unlocks. Master, stay close to me. I don't know what that assassin plans to do next, but it's still dangerous here. Meow. Using brute force in a horror film, heroic spirits from another world clearly have no sense of art. A blonde beauty like you, shouldn't you be screaming for help and waiting for the hero to save the day? She is the hero. Skulking assassin, once I reach you, scream all you want, call for anyone to save you. And you'd better reach me first. Thanks to your recklessness, the hotel's chainsaw spirit has been awakened by the noise. Protagonists take stage.
Trying to run? Did I, the protagonist, ever give you permission to run?
What are you, a piece of gum stuck in my shoe?
As the star of this film, I'll be the one to personally tear you all apart limb by limb. You see these chainsaws in my hand? With assassin's power, these 2 poison saws can cut 3 times the blink of an eye. That's 6 cuts in one go.
Oh my god, 6 cuts in one go?
My concealed sword chainsaw reversal. You won't escape me even if you turn into a swallow.
Lend me your strength.
I was preparing a joke, but I will keep it to myself.
Crush them.
Waited to the word swallow. And I know he was referencing a bird. What kind of evil spirit gets bitten to a pulp by its victims? Ah, forget it. Producer, take 5. We'll be needing you again later. So this is the power of heroic spirits from another world. Figures. Penacony just a backwater speck with 10 amber eras, with no real legend or history. Of course, we pale in comparison to the true heroes. But that's also why you're going to lose. I'll take each of you runaways one by one and turn you into obedient extras for my film. Pray tell, does anyone look like they're running from you? Don't get ahead of yourselves. Act 2 is about to begin. After a brief pause, you exchange information you've gathered with one another. Boothill, Robin, and Miss Note are all still missing. Scott and his servant could strike again at any time. So they're giving us time to breathe, huh? Guess they're pretty confident about their trump card. Archer's Master, you seem very familiar with the films, but what do you know about this Grady? I've only heard the name before. The guy was some terrible director back in Penacony early days. He cranked out a ton of cheap horror silent films and was a master of interesting commercial gimmicks. But people in Penacony forgot about his name ages ago. I only found the film he used to trap us through sheer luck. Picked it up at an interstellar junk market. So we're dealing with a total nobody. That's not good. What makes you say that? You don't know his weakness because of that, right? His heroic spirit who left a mark in history, our legends usually hinted at our greatest weaknesses. Like that one warrior who bathed in the river of the underworld and became invincible except for his heel. Of course, of course. I was hoping you'd know something about that person's past, but turns out he's just some washed up no-name that even you folks have not heard about. Fits right in with Mr. Scott, doesn't it? A pair of nobodies with the shady tricks up their sleeves. Still, I've got this feeling, even if they've got the upper hand now, they got no real way to finish us. We're all just fine for the time being. Tricksters never pack much of a punch anyway. Right, he was a film director in life, that means he's not gonna suddenly become a powerhouse after turning into a heroic spirit. His noble phantasm proves it. He built it off one of his old horror flicks, basically a reality marvel. Though it's a rare ability, it feels more like a trap, one that only ensnares its victims. But if the trap can't hurt the prey, then it's the hunter who'll be in trouble. Now he's got 3 servants in his stomach, while the strongest fortresses always fall from the inside. You really do have the mind of a leader, always so sharp on reading the situation. I'd better pull my weight too. He might have an obvious weak spot, but if we can find Assassin's true body and let my arrows give him a proper haircut, that reality marble of his would no longer exist. How is that sound, clapping hands? Sounds like everyone's got their sights set. Episodes had no, I've butted heads with the Express crew before, but that was just a difference in perspective. As for this time, I've got no interest in the Holy Grail. My boss is more concerned about what old Ati has up his sleeve. If you're willing, maybe we can actually work together this time. It all comes down to how you perform. You see that, Master? Looks like Miss Robin's alliance is starting to come together. This army has a goal and now it's time to move. We saw the exit on the way in. Let's head that way while we still can. Oh. Hey. I'm running sideways because I don't want to move my hand from my leg, because my hand is holding up a piece of my shorts that my cat's claw is in. It's a really difficult situation. Okay. I can move the mouse with my left hand at least. An endless corridor, layout completely different from before. What an annoying bounded field. If we can bring this place to calm, we might never find a way out. There's freaking fur everywhere. Cannot use techniques in the current state. And now my cat is aggroing on my hand. Wait. Okay. She jumped off, so let's go. Feels like we've just looked back to where we started. If we don't find some kind of countermeasure, we could be stuck running in circles forever. Master, why not leave some of your chips and dice behind as markers? You don't need to remind me of that. I've already tried it, but didn't expect Grady to be such a greedy money grabber. Picked them all up. Hey, don't go throwing shade, extra boy. I was just cleaning up the set as usual. Gonna make some random props, don't ruin the scene. The next scene is all about IPC employees trapped in a haunted hallway and cursed to suffer forever. Nowhere to escape and no one will ever come to help. Is there any struggle? It's just wasted effort in here. Music? Was there supposed to be music? Hi. Wow. Our definition. Oh, so high. Never did the show. Wow. Is that Miss Robin singing? Great. It looks like you forgot that you didn't only trap us in your noble phantasm. And that's what you get for cutting the budget, Grady. While you're busy writing, directing, and starring as yourself, Miss Robin already found a way out on the other side of the set. Everyone follow the music. One more time. Producer, you useless piece of junk. I sent you to the ambush. 2 more low threat characters. How did you still mess that up? Ah, this music. Why can't my noble phantom suppress it? It looks like you've been dead for a long time, forgot your own trade, huh? Even in the silent film era, movies had soundtracks. Birds everywhere. Into my wow. Greedy Films Anniversary Special. Now dominated 45% of Penaconia's local film market, Grady's entertainment company stands as the city's most successful. As times change, we sit down with Mr. Grady once more. Will he deliver another unexpected perspective? Grady, for most IPC dogs, it comes down to one thing: profit. When prisoners were awake, IPC's Nicodium, is that like Nickelodeon? Nicodium cinemas successfully drained what little money inmates had. But dreams, well, before they realized what was happening, my lawyer friends had already put my name on the Dream Bubble movie technology patent. They wanted to squeeze every last coin from prisoners' savings into their own pockets, so they set up a company under my name and made me chairman. Of course, the actual person in charge was our dear Inspector McCoy Tyner. So, is this the same situation as Miss Notes? Right, his name was used by the IPC, her name was stolen for copyright and shit, so I feel like Artie is trying to imprison IPC in some way? Or like use them in some way, maybe? By bringing up these names again? You faced plenty of criticism as an IPC puppet back then, but today's Grady Films is practically a brand new company, wouldn't you say? Yes, all thanks to Mr. McCoy's excessive confidence. He actually gave me the so-called honorary chairman a dividend share, treating it like spare change. So prisoners' savings, which should have flowed 100% back to the IPC, now had a tiny stream diverted to me. Though barely significant, that money successfully helped fund the initial stages of Penaconia's War of Independence. McCoy died while trying to crush the rebellion, and the original Grady Company became history. But the Nicodium cinemas and assets he left behind formed the foundation for rebuilding our film industry later. In that sense, I should be grateful to him, especially for dying when he did. Beyond important excellent films, Grady Films has fostered many local talents. As competition intensifies, what wisdom would you share with the next generation? Make films with passion, not opportunism. I hope future Penaconia creates its own universally famous masterpieces that belong truly to us. I also extend... Cat is in front of my screen again. I also extend a warm invitation to dream-weaving technology specialists to join Grady Films, help us improve our still evolving Dream Bubble movie technology and create better experiences for audiences everywhere. Hey, let's go. Ай, ложись. Или прыгай. Ай, this cat, man. It is the right time. A gentle force of harmony floats through the tight space, as it's hard to sinners slide away for the lost. But at the same time, evil spirits approach them, determined to shred and consume these visitors from beyond the sky. Miss Robin, watch out! You coward, pick on someone on your own size. By my command spell... this would be a bit too early for command spell. Whatever you have in mind, it's already too late. In a blur, too fast to track, Miss Note grabs the attacking monsters and viciously smashes their hands into the floor. She was strong then, huh? I think one of the fur threads got fucking stuck in my throat. God damn it. Oh no, my cathode ray tubes. Ah, don't hit my screen with your microphone. Ow, clunk, clunk, bang, bang. Honestly, that might be the first R-rated scene in this whole movie. You start to wonder if Robin actually summoned a berserker. That's it. The guards back in Asdana prison were tougher than these things. Oh, so she was a prisoner. She remembers that. Interesting. Bravo, truly, Penaconia's brightest bloom. Brilliant in both drama and action. This terrible wardrobe, the nonsense plot, no one else could have cooked this up but you, Grady. I spent so much effort clawing my way out of the grave, so quit burning my eyes with your bargain bin flicks. Of course, real directors know when to leave the stage to the actors. You're all okay, thank goodness. I watched a free concert. Miss Note is so cool. You and Grady seem to have a bit of history. Let's just say it was unpleasant. We met again. As a caster, your combat style was quite a surprise. And say that counted as a fight between mages. Guess people in Pentagon really have a broad definition of caster. Really? I thought it was pretty normal. An archer dual-wielding swords isn't qualified to talk about this. Exactly. I managed to feel out the right path using the power of harmony, all thanks to Miss Note's protection. Wait. She now knows her true name? I saw you covering me in that fight. Even if you can't say your name, I know you must be someone great. I believe in that wholeheartedly. How is that then addressed there? Give me a second, because my cat went to the toilet and I gotta clean it up. Master, this cannot change the present situation. Without a true name, I'm just a weak Iris family artist. Iris family. No, the way you shielded your master just now proves you're an exceptional servant. You'll never understand the despair when your name is taken away. You've been run dry of all worth. Exactly, powerless, barely able to protect her master, let alone win this Holy Grail war. Then why not work with me again, like before? Something, Mr. Orty can grant you all your wishes. Like note, let's just say note. Shut up, you're a fool with less artistic taste than an automatic instrument. Your work doesn't even have the artistic value of a ruined roll of film. Sorry, Grady, that was a bit harsh, but why are you serving that opportunistic old fat old fart? Hiding somewhere off screen, Grady sighs too, his voice full of melancholy. Because he summoned me, of course, even in death, forgotten by the world, Pentagon clutches our souls like a miser. Miser? Not sure. But hey, sweetheart, at least we have a chance to rewrite our past failures this time. This gloom won't do. Let's kick off the final act of Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. The true evil awaits at the end of this haunted hotel. It would be real nice to go back to voiced lines, you know? People already hate reading, and now you put a literal mute, fairly long quest here, on top of certain characters being mute because they are only available in Japanese. I feel like people might dislike this entire fucking collab, even though it was highly awaited. Well, the direct really went all in this time.
Really? Is this what you meant by giving me more power?
The surviving protagonist finally reaches the heart of the hotel. Also, why isn't Grady voiced here? Isn't he like the director? I am so fucking confused. Director as well? It's not available in Japanese, right? Yep, no sound. A very confusing patch so far. Surviving protagonist finally reaches the heart of the hotel. The evil spirit appears through the screen. Then I gather all the lights and effects on you, shaping you into an invincible monster. Lyndon Scott, you'll become a legend of evil spirits, a horror icon etched into movie history.
I'm all fired up! Now, I will take back everything you took from me! You shall pay tenfold! No, 1,000-fold!
Sure. Honestly, the way this guy keeps coming for you, even the wildest British hounds would call it obsessive. Master, what did you do to him? Just some private disagreements, not quite. Look, I was young and didn't know what I was doing. Is it still possible to make it up to you now? Not and just some... I was young and
I didn't know what you were doing? You ruined my life! You made me bark and oink and face a demotion! Moving from one puny post to another in the cosmos in despair and misery!
Yes.
And this is what you call it? Young, you didn't know what you were doing!
Yes.
You and your little entourage of extras. You won't get to be cocky for much longer. The power inside
I don't know
me
about
is
that.
breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Scott, 2 Scots, 3 Scots. My scalp is scratchy. 2 got stuck in there.
Master, your line. Say your entrance line. What the hell?
Fear me, mortals, for I am everywhere. In your dreams, in your shadows, right behind your back. Now I, the Lord of the Wolf Pack, the 1,000-faced Scott, will devour all!
Okay, my guy. Okay.
I've got 7 ways to end your lives. 7! So let me show you the overwhelming strength in numbers!
Excalibur! Yeah, right. Fuck, I should have changed to Japanese, I guess. Although he would have been talking in Japanese. It's so cumbersome, man. It's like... I totally understand why, but it's just spoiling the entire freaking collab for me, personally. Hua, I need you.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
There we go.
Or devils. I'll crush them all.
I'll crush them all.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Scott, don't you think you messed this one up? Oh, shut it! We are gathered here today to commemorate the many Scots who have sacrificed their lives again and again. Well, if those deadweights weren't dragging me down, I'd have won ages ago!
Sure, yeah, if not for those meddling kids.
The true lone wolf walks alone. Only weak rabble sticks together. Coward! You've been hiding at the back all this time. Even my eyelashes did more work than you.
This code starts bickering and throws some blame around. What a scene. Fighting someone like this, there's no honor in it.
Brady, do you still even want the Holy Grail? Go change the script on the fly. Move the stage props. Give me more power. Let me crush them all. Crush them in the palm of my hands like a true villain.
True villain. Sorry, Mr. Scott, I was wrong about you. You're a natural comedian who's only good at playing comical characters. Dropping you into a horror flick, that's not just a miscast, but an insult to the lands. Great minds think alike. Actually, I think that was being generous. Hey, don't insult my little ray of sunshine.
Greedy, are you trying to betray me? Don't forget, I am your master! With my command spell, you'll have to... Ribbit.
Hey, frogs croak, right? He wanted us to croak. There we go. Trying to dominate me in my set with just 3 command spells? Mr. Scott, consider yourself fired. Apologies, cast and crew, you had to witness that little meltdown between director and actor. Underestimating the power of harmony was on me. I also shouldn't have brought you all together. So, I'll be more thoughtful with your stage entrances next time. I look forward to hearing your piercing screams all over again in our next film. A hunting of clocks? A hunting of clocks? Did we just leave the reality marble? Something's off. Each night, the Clockland will reveal its unknown side. As the protagonist, you open your eyes and find yourself trapped in a nightmare with no exit, and now a terrifying enemy standing right beside you. Knowing your allies, you still go out of your way to stir up trouble and sow discord? Mr. Archer, you don't strike me as someone's married to a contract. Wouldn't it be smart to take this split-up operation and eliminate a rival for your master? I might give it a thought. Don't let him get in your head. Ribbit, Saber, help me! Break in the door, I'm not scared. Should I kill her? I turned that question over 12 times before you woke up. If I had decided to act, you wouldn't even get the chance to open your eyes. Too bad, I thought you were smarter than this. Guess you'll have to suffer for it. The wicked watchmaker brought from hell evil spirits that wield different curses, disguised as harmless amusement park mascots. They drag victims into sleep and torture their souls for eternity. Excuse me, I'm the director of Clock Studios. Do you own the rights for our Clocky? Don't worry, Mr. Artist PR team will handle it. I used to dream of turning Clock Studios theme park into my own nightmare park. Who knew I'd get my wish this way? It's even more satisfying than biting into a triple stuffed Stargazer spy. Soak it into your character until you become toys for the evil spirits. If you're gonna stand there, I might take Assassin's advice and write you out early. Come on, according to that great director, it's time for us to be tortured by the evil spirits. I assume at this point in the story we are supposed to be able to get him. Isn't he like... I guess I will have him, so no trial. Whatever then, whatever. And at this point, that person up ahead, is that Miss Note? At this point, I think even when we are finished with this stuff, I might as well just go silent on the Fate characters and just read them.
A day of peaceful repose.
Let's go. That is something. Oh, my bad, sweetheart. Almost forgot your voice is already my personal property. Granny note. First it was the copyright of your songs, then your image, and finally your name. They found a younger, prettier girl, slapped the name something on her and put her on stage, and you'll die in despair in the desert of Dreamscape. That couldn't be Robin, right? Ain't no way. I'll devour your body piece by piece, and even that fake name, Miss Note, will be mine. That's not copyright, that's monopolization. Let go of Miss Note. Monsters surrender or face justice. Finally, and right on cue, let your friends get a good look at how far you've fallen. Don't be so quick to charge in, Red Handsome. I might look frail, but I could still drag Miss Note down with me before you land a hit. And why would I spare an enemy servant? 2 birds with 1 stone sounds perfect to me. You seem like just another hollow loudmouth, like Grady. Figures, you foolish outworlders don't realize just how powerful this nameless servant can be in... Wait, what? Can be in like Pentagram? How powerful this nameless servant can be in like... whatever. Call it charitable performance. Let me give you a taste of what Castor can really do. The voice of harmony will compel all life to dance to my tune and become my familiars, and you'll drown in syrupy oblivion. We'll see about that, Saber! Anyone who fights with a stolen weapon is bound to get hurt by it. If I were you, I'd think twice before swinging something you ripped off from Miss Snow. Master, are you alright? I'm completely fine, girl. I was just about to do some stretches. Archer threatened me. Let's fight side by side. Archer, what nonsense are you feeding episodes this time? I did it. Wait, is this really the time to tattle to the grown-ups? trying to steal the spotlight from the star. Get them! Whoever takes them down gets a lifetime supply of Soul Glad from our investors. For Soul Glad, for free meals. Seriously? Soul Glad and 2 bottles of syrup and you're all for the devil? What happened to your pride as monsters? I'm a background extra. Who has time for pride? Human or monster, beast or demon, if you've got a mind of your own, then you've got the right to chase hope with your own 2 hands. Your soul's worth is far more than the pittance your employer is offering. I can't promise you paradise, but I swear I'll always fight on the front lines, not hide behind you while you die. So what it'll be, spend your life as a dancing puppet for him, or live one moment as a knight. It's not too late to turn back now. There's only one answer to that. Soul Glad. Wherever my king's sword points, our huts shall follow. Hey! Surprising. I was here first, how are you controlling my familiars? That's what the riding skill is for. Correct leader charisma, my friend. Our abilities prioritize over yours, yes. You traitors, one pep talk and you're switching sides, you're just extras, don't you want your paycheck? Look at you acting all high and mighty, what else can you even do besides throwing money around to strong arm us? I am the king of knights, mount now, not some familiar you can boss around like a dog. I bestow upon you the name of my beloved steed, the Lamwraith III. Now come with me, let us vanquish the evil before us. In the name of the king! Wait, if you kill me, you'll all vanish too, you're still my familiars! Ah! I failed to protect my master, was forced to separate from her, and now, to make matters worse, it's the enemy who came to save me. I am... Ma'am, this is where you say thank you instead of sorry. But no excuse can cover up my incompetence and negligence. A powerless servant is nothing but a worthless doll. About Miss Robin, there's something, never mind, just come with me. I assume she was with her, right? Oh. Saber on saber action. Oh my. I'm not sure. Oh, that's her halo. And the microphone. I'm not sure what the enemy did, but she's been split into pieces. Took me a while to find even these few. I figured I've managed to do nothing in this war. I don't deserve to be called a heroic spirit. You have done extremely well. It's Grady who plays dirty. This kind of reminds me of the try not to laugh challenge. Love using your little humming tricks on me, huh? Then I'll scatter your sinner across my nightmare park and see who's helping you to get out of here. Please don't be sad because of us. You already done your best, just like an iris by the riverside. Call it what you want, she's still too weak, no need to sugarcoat it. That old fool, once I find that darn Adi, I'm gonna tear his puffball and stop it right into the ground. Judging from what I can tell, splitting us up like this was probably an act of revenge, but our minds naturally try to reconnect. Theoretically, if we can reunite all the me's... When summon the Eon of Harmony, you combine into a giant robot. It's a Gundam. You'll go back to normal. Give me a break. Are there no functional adults around here? The correct answer is she'll merge back into her original form. That is, if you survive the curses from the devils. Then let's get going. Wait, you really plan to drag all these deadweights with you while you fight? Heads up, I don't have the action part of Robin with me. I only think, I don't do. Wait, please, someone must stay behind with me to protect Miss Robin. I know this is asking too much, but I'll even offer my life. Victor gained through coercion is a disgrace to any warrior. Since Miss Robin is our ally, protecting her is only right. I'll stay, let Archer stay, then let Saber stay. I'll stay. As a master, your resistance to magecraft is far weaker than ours. If Gradient knocks you out, I disappear with you, and that's exactly what the enemy wants. Let Archer stay. Sorry, miss, I don't take orders from you. My master is still missing, so I've got no reason to babysit this shattered kid for you. Then let's stay per se. This is indeed the best solution at the moment. Archer, please protect Abyssos. This is all I ask as an opponent. Don't place too much faith in me. I always have faith in every friend of mine. Master, good luck. Alright, let the knight stay here with the princess and we go rip some enemy lives. Welcome to my... Macho might have a sharp tongue, but when it comes down to it, he's a solid ally. Master, best of luck to you. Miss Note. My master, I'm counting on you all. And on all of you. The Robins. Robins cast their blessing-filled gaze your way, not that you can actually see their eyes.
Ribbit, evil spirit, why do you despise
That's
human
Robin's
soul?
bird.
Is there not a single ounce of love or compassion in your heart, Ribbit?
Hehehehe, traitors don't get to boss us around. Before I lose my patience, here's your chance to switch sides. Kill the one next to you and return to us. Despite its rough design, the dog-shaped monster's name suggests it's modeled after a classic figure from the Clocky cartoon, likely a derivative of the werewolf brother Hanu. Stop pushing yourself, Mr. Scott. Its target is me. You don't have to throw your life away for nothing.
If I back down now, I'd be the same as all the other Scots. So, if you want to hurt Miss Robin, you'll have to walk over my dead body, Ribbit.
My eyes playing tricks on me? What do you even have to do with justice? This nightmare is terrifying.
Oh, foe, you've arrived just in time. Help me. Together we can crush this
His
blasted
face.
evil spirit.
Blasted
Doesn't
evil
matter
spirit.
if you want to punish me later or demand an explanation. As long as Miss Robin is safe, you can do whatever you want with me, Ribbit.
One or two, it makes no difference. You'll get stuck in an endless cycle of suffering and play Hanu's adventure for the next billion years. The lone brother lets out a very satisfied Enough chit-chat. Time for the most terrifying torment in all of Penacony. Are we fighting? With a blinding flash, your body shrinks and you're forced into the outline of Brother Hanu. Now you know the horror of being trapped in Hanu's adventure for life. Oh, they turned people into cartoon animals? Is this some magecraft from the age of the ancient Greek gods? No, the mechanics feels entirely different. Help, don't tell me, all I can say is, again, where's my rocket launcher? I know you have a lot to say, but to preserve the integrity of Hanu's adventure, all you can do is let out a very urgent They even lost the ability to speak rationally. Maybe I should just leave her. It's not like she was all that helpful anyway. Bish, what the fuck do you mean? You let out a terrified. So you understand that? I guess I can't just leave her. Can you make sense of what she's saying? Of course, Brother Hanu says he's gonna punch the evil spirit right in the face. That is true. How did it come to this? Is this a nursery or a zoo? Surrounded by animal echoing cries, a vein throbbed faintly on Archer's temple. It was the worst mental trauma he'd suffered since the Holy Grail War began. You really want to tell Archer you need a Hanu TV to return to normal? Maybe you should look around for the clues. All the best, ultra cool Hanu Trailblazer. I believe you can defeat the baddie with Rabbit, old friend, I'll be rooting for you. Dude, they couldn't even voice this little line from him. Enough messing around. Let me think, how can we lift this course? Think you can turn back using a TV? The Lone Wolf brothers already smashed every Hanu TV in the theme park ahead of time. What? Is there something weird about this TV? Oh, is that part of the solution to the curse? Confirming. Clinging to the smallest of hopes, you glance at Scott, but as the righteous TV, all he can offer is anything but help. Maybe it's just your imagination, but his expression seems 30% smug, 70% mocking. You lash out, kicking Scott in frustration. Alright, let's do this. Every time I ask you a question, if the answer is yes, kick him once. If it's no, kick him twice. This TV is the key to lifting the curse once, isn't it? Yes. By usual Magecraft logic, destroying the core should nullify the effect. Should I smash the TV? And kick twice, give him a few more kicks. Then let's think in reverse. You want me to repair this machine or restore it to the original state, right? Time to end this. Trace on. Alright, yeah, he should be good with the technology and mechanics and whatever, right? True. That, at least that is real to his story from what I remember of it. Impossible. You actually found a way to break the curse? That's cheating. Doesn't count. I demand a rematch. At least they didn't make us freaking play as Hano. It's not like it's bad, but we've been through all of this before. You think you'll get a second chance with the same trick? It looks like I won't have to stealth in after all. Hey, it's the booty and the hill. Ranger Robin, huh? Thanks, pal. We'll be taking those things head now. Anytime, any place. Galaxy Ranger serving justice. Die, you son of a fork. A long time no see. Thought it's only been a little while. Ever since the shirt head sucked me into the TV, I've been lost in the hotel. Send my greetings to all the other little fudge pies along the way. Just a moment ago, the whole place cracked and collapsed. When I regained my footing, bam, there was Miss Robin right next to me. Didn't expect it, but the girl's got a bit of that Ranger vibe in her. But the way was the fudging thing raised by the nose walker next to you, a prisoner?
Ribbit.
By the way.
Here comes a hero of justice, Ribbit.
Huh? Alright, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. About Score of Justice, depending on how this goes, I'll decide how hard to be sure.
3D split my consciousness into countless fragments of the previous battle, just like what happened to Miss Robin. I'm honestly as shocked as you are. Who'd have thought there's justice in that man called Scott? And yet, my chest burns with righteous fire.
Righteous fire. God of Justice, not like those evil ones. He threw himself in to protect me, twit. You trust this son of a nosewalker? I might as well believe I'm a general of this Xianzhou. No offense, but making someone like him turn into a new leaf is like asking the Animated Legion to plant trees in the kingdom of banditry. I completely agree. We can't afford the risk. If the enemy cursed him or turned him into some kind of special familiar, then...
I thought, what if this is all part of Scott's plan? What if the evil side of him is lying in wait within me, ready to spring to action at any moment? I want to go with you to save the other Miss Robins, and I also need someone to kill me if Scott ever takes over my body.
And we will gladly kill you. Keep up your act, let's see if I fall for it. I'll keep my eyes on you at all times. Let's not be too hard on him, we don't have time to waste. As the old saying goes, every trotter deserves a second cookie. How about we take him in for now? If he turns good, great. If not, we can always chuck him at his servant as a projectile. Well, since the victim herself said so.
To honor the trust placed in me, I will never bend to evil.
Evil. Miss Ranger will count on you to escort this little bird back to Saber and the others. We'll wrap this up fast to find the rest of Miss Robin and track down my unreliable master.
Ribbit! I'll prove my justice with my actions, Ribbit!
What is this? I assume it's Miss Note's report, the whatever report, following the multiple scandals involving famous actress Note. All major associated companies have terminated her endorsement contracts and cancelled her Dreamscape tours. However, several Dream Chaser organizations that received her sponsorship maintain that their charity performances in the wilderness area will proceed as scheduled. Mr. Alfalfa, head of the Alpha family, noted that Note has starred in numerous classics at their invitation. Her songs became household staples, and almost every Penacony home contains products she endorsed. Mr. Alfalfa expressed deep regret over her downfall. Reports indicate they've already found a replacement to inherit Note's stage name, with the second Note promising to present a better image while continuing the legendary story of Note. Miss Alfalfa maintains that Note is an accomplished actress, singer, and artist whose past work shouldn't be diminished by current scandals. Kill the author and all, right? However, per contract terms, the Alfalfa family retains the right to reclaim all related copyrights, including musical products, film and television rights, and the registered Note trademark. If Note uses any of these commercially without the Alfalfa family approval, they will pursue legal action. In addition, at the recent press conference, a Grady film spokesperson announced they will terminate their partnership with Miss Note in 10 system days due to her recent negative impact. She pretty much got cancelled in more ways than one. Their upcoming film's parody stations, scheduled to begin shooting at year-end, will now star the second Note selected by Alfalfa Agents instead of the original Note. What is this? Quiet, so quiet, you can hear the ticking of clockwork gears, the breath of an evil spirit trembling with glee. Tick-tock, so you've come after all, here to steal the last Robin, are you? You'll never succeed, even every Robin belongs to me. Old Clocky, interesting. Once again, I've gathered them all, I'll summon the god of Robins, swallow all panic on his hole, and become the king of nightmares. Too many new plot twists, I don't even know where to start complaining. I do have some complaints, that's for sure. Dream Bubble Cinema, a historic excerpt. If historical turning points are like knots in a record-keeping rope, Grady undoubtedly created two significant ones. First came his invention of Dream Bubble filming technology. Oh, he was the inventor of that. Holy. Second was his shocking decision to tear up the patent copyright. Why abandon rights to such astronomically profitable technology? Grady never offered an explanation. Contemporary audiences praised Grady's selflessness, but these accolades gradually morphed into criticism as his terrible films flooded the market. Here's an interview from that period. It's really remarkable. What thought process led you to abandon such a valuable patent? The Dream Bubble patent has long restricted Panicone's film industry, forcing talented creators to abandon their dreams. While copyright awareness grew, so did copyright trolls corrupting our creative environment. As a horror director, I'd rather hear audiences laughing about being scared than witness endless copyright tragedies. Many believe Note's death directly influenced your decision to tear up the patent, serving both as a memorial to her and a gift to the newly formed Himemia Films. What's your comment on this? Note's death was a complete tragedy. When almost everyone turned their backs on her, she still sang for those most vulnerable. Ultimately losing her life during a charity performance, we all bear responsibility for what happened. Are you suggesting that the Alfalfa family and Miss Alfalfa played a role in this? No, absolutely not. The Alfalfa family has always been an angel investor in entertainment, helping countless Iris family artists rise to fame. Miss Alfalfa remains an invaluable Grady Films partner. I'm certain will collaborate even more closely in the future. Are we doing puzzles? Before I judge you all, I must first deal with a disobedient pawn. Scott, how utterly despicable that you side with them. So desperate to play the hero, aren't you? Just felt an ominous chill run down my spine. Why waste your breath on it? One bullet to the fudge them up and we're done here. Tick-tock, thought I'd just play alone in your little hero fantasy? Mr. Grady gave me a special bullet that never misses, so one pull of this trigger and the master with the most dialogue will drop dead on the spot. Die, episodes. Most dialogue? Well, I guess me reading all of this would be considered the most dialogue. Scott took the fatal hit meant for you. Hey! He was justice till the end.
With all of you. But I'll die happy, knowing that I gave my life for justice, to keep others safe.
Scott, are you serious? Yay, time to crack open the champagne. Don't you dare die on me.
Tell Rakshmi, the night we broke up, I lied to her. There's no such thing as a Scott of justice.
Of course.
That justice is a part of the name. It doesn't mean anything. What do you think? How would you rate this shocking reveal, Ribbit? Director, heal me up! I worked so hard to lead them into the trap, and now you're shooting me in the butt!
Panic on profanity. If your worthless scene-stealing self hadn't blocked that bullet, old Clocky would have eliminated Abyssos already. Who are you to have the audacity to act proud? I sent you undercover to deliver a crushing blow with the story's climax. Instead, you couldn't even manage basic narrative structure. Even a child could tell you where you were putting on neck. Since you are so desperate for attention, congratulations, Mr. Scott. You're hereby demoted from actor to stage decoration.
Hey, what about my butt?
You don't even have a behind. Just hang it up and the pain will be gone. Just one more bullet and no more pain. Old Clocky, quick, plain dead, no completed scene, no paycheck for you. Tick-tock, what gave you the impression I was faking? My clockwork has been ticking away this whole time. Do you know for a demon manipulating human emotions is like playing an instrument, just a light touch and you get something like this. Like what? Boothill, Clocky, Clocky. So, old Clocky, okay. Instead of running around aimlessly, maybe let ahead to your old friend Boothill first. Bish, do you have a problem? Haha, I was so fudging satisfied. Time to break out the hell-during the smoked small juice to celebrate. Uncountable joy surges through the man's heart. Oh, right, sending him into euphoria. And yet, this is nothing more than a common mental attack. Watchmaker, witness this. Your most prized trick now belongs to me. Darn it, for some bizarre reason I have this sudden urge to dance with this jerk. Tick-tock, behold the clockwork invented by the watchmaker, the devil who once ruled Penacon. In its presence, even the strongest minds become nothing but blank pages, easily rewritten at will. How is your powers range so ridiculously broad? You dare use my own powers against me, Grady? What are you so proud of, you cheap imitation? Messing with your bro Boothill? Big mistake. Come on, Abyssos, let's show this knockoff what actual clockwork can do. Please reset Boothill's emotional state back to normal. If you're reading this, it means you chose the wrong opponent. Tick-tock, I'm the chief physician of your soul. If you're reading this, it means you chose. Well, who do we have here? A poor little thing trying to save your friend from a curse when you can't even protect yourself. Surprised your clockwork is useless? Shocked? Confused? Well, of course you are. The power of your clockwork comes from Clocky, but I am old Clocky. When the junior meets the senior, it's only natural for you to fail. Now it's time for old man to teach the kid a lesson. A feeling beyond words clutches at your mind. Not one of Clockwork's 4 different emotions. This is darker, heavier, like a silent quagmire. Departed loved ones, betrayal by those you trust most, the shadow of approaching death. These manufactured emotions burst into your heart, leaving just a black void that watches you with the empty eyes of a corpse. Finished with that little show yet? I don't have time to play pretend with you. Impossible. I used clockwork to turn everyone's emotions to pure despair. How trite. Your dialogue is straight from Villains 101. These pathetic attempts at manipulation are less effective than vultures squawking over a corpse. What took so long? What was that whole silent badass act really necessary? It's like an awful costume on your performance review. Have you figured out the enemy's weak spot yet? Was it your magic resistance that blocked the mental attack? Whatever, just put it in my master stand. I want to see how deep this monster's hell could go in the strange universe of yours, but it seems your world still has hope and future after all. Despair? Please, I've witnessed enough scenes of despair to submerge this entire playground of nightmare. I've seen corpses hanging from gallows that stretched like endless forests. I've witnessed the charred remains after doomsday battles where people became nothing more than ravenous beasts devouring each other. Just who in the world are you? A hard-working guardian, though admittedly somewhat of a workaholic. Just a bit. I've seen far too many forms of despair, but to break me, your fake illusions don't even come close. Tick-tock, breaking power to maximum. I refuse to accept that anyone could resist my clockwork now. Ever seen bodies mangled under work in chariots? Trace on. A bomb. Huh? What is going on?
Trinity is before me.
Yeah, he's quantum, so I was
Lend me your
supposed to
strength.
have Archer here. Whatever.
To guard and defend.
To guard and
Crush
defend,
them.
yes.
Doubt farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Lend me your strength.
Don't get smug. The director will avenge me. Extra lines won't earn you extra pay. Oh, in that case, I'm dead. Good, now let's regroup with the others. Oh, looks like you just crawled out of a tough fight. Fucking Voidson Vale, now you decide to appear after we did all the work? Well, I did something, alright. I did do something, alright. Some evil spirit called the Revolver Governor got all cleany with me. Instead, we played a game and ended up losing 10 years worth of savings to me. Look, I even brought an old friend back with me. Sleepy Robin. Eepy Robin. They should break the scattered allies, finally recovering across the set. I had no idea so much was happening. Thank you for keeping my master safe. I just didn't want to give Grady the satisfaction. Let's save the things for later. Didn't that girl say if we brought all her split cells together she could return to normal? Oh, even a poster of Robin. I proposed this theory, assuming none of the Robins would be in a defect status. There's a dissonance in the melody, despair. You all clack it, Dan. Grady, what foul language are you having me use? Anyway, the motion affecting the last master hasn't disappeared despite the enemy's demise. Are you saying Robin can change back? Sunday will absolutely kill me dead. Wouldn't 7 of her be more powerful anyway? My resonance isn't nearly as powerful as Miss Robin's, but it's enough to clear this minor dissonance. Master, please stay quiet and don't disturb my melody. Ignore whatever you see, these are just my internal doubts and won't hurt anyone else. Now to build a melody that's truly your own. Thank you everyone for your help. Without you I would definitely have been fudging... sorry, it seems the consciousness splitting effects haven't completely worn off. Everyone, please come closer. I've decoded this film's melody. With a few adjustments, we should break free from Grady's noble phantasm. Master, you gave me the chance to join the Holy Grail War, and I saved you once. In return, we are now square. What a pleasant surprise, old friend. Have you finally understood that who it is that can truly grant your wish? The evil spirit must be still affecting you. Let me tune you properly. Master, you are far too kind-hearted. With no interest in the Holy Grail War, that's why I must pursue this path myself. Mr. Archie is a businessman through and through. His price will be astronomically high. And would you really betray your friends just to let me win the Holy Grail War? Here's some advice. While I'm still here, use a command spell to kill me, just like all those others who toyed with my fate. If this is beyond you, Miss Robin, then we must part ways here. Is this a declaration of war? Since you're no longer Mr. Robin's servant, I have no reason to let a potential enemy walk away. I can tell you're still hesitating. Before I draw my blade, there's still some time to change your mind. Everyone, aren't you forgetting something? I'm still here. My old friend has finally found her path to fulfilling her wish, and I won't let anyone block her way. You wanna escape my noble phantasm? Then I'll just have to add some more excitement. The second screen has ended. See you in the final nightmare. Dude, there's fucking more of this. Goodbye, Master. May your kindness never meet betrayal. Director. Sure. Plan 6 from outer space. Self-deceiving heart. Well, what does that exactly mean? Hero's blood, monster's blood. In this third act, this story details how explorers cause bloodshed in strange worlds. This is exactly what dream chasers of the Pioneer Age live for. Dag them wababoo, when will this ever end? Dude, fucking you and me both, Boothhill, you and me both. Aren't these movies all the same? Oh my, even a proper pioneer like the cowboy can't bear to watch any longer. Director, though I don't know your life story, but surely a box office disaster and a miserable end seem all but fated. And you, Mr. Scott, did you change your tune because you are planning to abandon the darkness and embrace the light? Looks like you even... looks like not even Assassin's Master can tolerate his trashy films anymore. Oh, and he's no longer the main actor, I guess. Okay, director, did you place me in the wrong spot? I'm still among the bad guys. Now fucking no one is talking. Jeez. Are they fucking doing this on purpose? I mean, obviously they're doing this on purpose, but holy shit. No. Given your stellar performance earlier, partnership ends here. As for Alt Adi, I'll file a claim for accidental casualty compensation on your behalf. It'll be issued to your family, because the ending of this Plan 6 from outer space is no survivors. Grady, since you've shown no mercy, don't blame me for returning the favor. The director of Venturin. My earlier hostility was just an act to fool our enemies. I infiltrated Adia's group specifically for this moment, to help you win the Holy Grail, the only one who truly deserves it. I may vomit. To be honest, true. Same, girly. This doesn't even faze me no more. There it is, Scott's special begging technique. Ah, Mr. Scott, I know things haven't been going smoothly for you in your department, but if you can show enough commitment, the strategic investment department might have a better spot for you. How do you accept such things so easily? Grady, you don't think I was truly going to let you play me like a fool, right? As an actor, I am part of your noble phantasm too. As such, being the former protagonist, I can naturally use your second noble phantasm's power. How dare you! Director Venturin, this is my show of commitment to you. Deploying staff access, one-click noble phantasm skip. We fucking skip this shit? Let's go, progress bar is progressing rapidly. Everyone, please stop acting. We're still not done. Lyndon Scott. Well, obscene language from the prison world era. Me. How can there be an audience so uncultured? You skipped all the best parts of the movie. This is the result of my entire life's work. And it was trash. You know nothing. I'm the creator of the dream bubble movie genre. It was I who established first film company in Pentagon. If I hadn't given up on my monopoly on filmmaking technology, the Watchmaker and Maven would never have achieved what they did. So, would that make the films you made not bad? I'm even feeling a little bad for you now, Director Grady. You were thoroughly outclassed by true auteurs. As a master of marketing or an inventor, you are undoubtedly a success, but the audience, doesn't care that what you gave in your efforts. They just know that your movie is terrible. You can feel the limits of the audience's patience. It is sure fucking running low. It's just an endless cliche-ridden silent series of utterly unexciting gore. What a waste of everyone's time. I get what they're doing here. This is kind of meta self-referential, and they are trying to get ahead of what the feedback for this will be, but that doesn't help the point that for the last almost hour and a half, and even before that, we haven't had voices and whatever the fuck, and all of this has been an unexciting gore. It's no surprise that the audience eventually abandoned you. Well, it's hopeless. This guy's probably gone mad. Archer, what? I simply offered him a final shot. You're the one who drove him insane. What a sharp-tongued, amusing, and flamboyant actor you are. It's rare for anyone to make me go completely speechless during debate. I'm still fucking curious. How does the director not have a voice in this? Like, isn't it your movie? Aren't you outside of the movie? Shouldn't you? Or maybe he's just too not reliant, dedicated to the silentness of the film. Didn't see that coming, did you? Strangling you all in this nightmare pantomime feels a bit dull now. Tell me, would you be interested in siding with old Ati? What are you yapping about this time? Trying to drive a wedge? If we join forces, we could sweep the rest of these opponents off the board in an instant. Surely a senior executive of the strategic investment department who understands investments better than anyone would make the right choice. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Venturin? You seem particularly obsessed with me, Director. Is it because I, as an amateur film critic, repeatedly tore apart your masterpiece? Of course it's because you are the cleverest one here, most aware of the fact that despite your apparent power, none of you have actually escaped my bounded field. For someone like you, betrayal is always an option to consider, not a moral absolute. Someone like me? You may be a terrible filmmaker, but you are not bad at reading people. Fuck me, you're not seriously. A good businessman always evaluates the situation and adjusts their stance for better investment. I'm tired of this endless farce. Eliminating this many competitors at once is quite profitable. Aventurin, you're double-crossing me? I thought you didn't care about the Holy Grail. Apologies, Episoska wasn't being honest. Great, I like flexible actors like you. Now let me show my goodwill. Let's move to the next scene. Your caliber deserves a much bigger stage. Golden Gatekeeper.
Archer, as my servant, you'll come with me,
because
right?
now he's the main actor. Taking orders from a hack like Grady, seriously? Let's see, does he have Japanese voice at least? Is he considered it? No. Everyone is still silent. And I was just checking because I'm keeping this shit English either way. It makes sense. Compared to this lot, you and Grady are clearly cut from the same money-grabbing cloth.
What's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win?
You actually pledging yourself to Grady? Eventually, did you really turn on us? This is going to be way tougher than Scott was. Totally misjudge you. Guess I'll need to use a few extra fudging bullets on this guy. Now it should be my sword that delivers the final blow to the enemy commander. Master, if you're just joking, I can still cover for you if you apologize now. But if you're serious, this won't end without blood being spilled. I'll ask one more time. Shall I remove your legs first, or should I start by cutting off that irritating hand of yours, Mr. Aventurin?
So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
Ah, that's right. Killing you would erase my existence. Well then, sorry everyone, I surrender, I give up. Archer? You give up way too quickly. Now we've evenly matched 3 against 3. Perhaps we should all surrender as well. Master, even as a joke, please don't say things that dishonor the Knight's Code. What did I expect with my awful summoning luck? I told you, a guy covered in gold is never good news. Yeah, because he is the exact same as Gilgamesh. But as your servant, I'll follow your commands. Wait, Director, I can be a traitor too. I want more scenes too, Direct. Fantastic, 2 more exceptional leads at once. I'll give you bigger roles, turn you into unstoppable monsters who tear everyone apart. Step into the spotlight, Mr. Aventurin, and enjoy this special featurette I've crafted just for you. Immortal body, teleportation, mind control. In my film, you'll be gods. Well done, sorry everyone.
To guard and defend. Crush them. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Serenity is before me.
Excalibur!
Lend me your strength.
Down from a doubt farewell.
Going all or nothing.
Get them! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
I'll watch over you and guide you on your path.
Excalibur!
Lend me your strength. To guard
Guard
and
and
defend.
defend.
Crush them.
Crunch them.
Serenity is before me.
Prepare for some hard
Lend me your strength.
Half HP? Yeah, just around half. Excalibur!
going all in.
I'll watch over you and guide you on your path.
Excalibur.
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this!
They betrayed the triple betrayal. Jesus.
Why do actors in horror
Double
films
back
never
cross.
see where the monsters come from? Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters
So they
are
broke
different. They
fourth
are the
wall.
soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
And as a judgment on your film taste. No wonder you know his films all so well. Wait, weren't you the one who roasted him so hard before? That's exactly because he is a fan that he could roast
A
him.
director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department. Thanks for the compliment, but that was a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater.
What the hell?
And you released memory zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time.
Yeah, for sure.
You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources. Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
So yeah, he was a fan of his actions and marketing rather than movies.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate
That's
in
a
a
good
holy
point.
grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater.
It's a trap, quite
Mr.
literally.
Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
Most likely, yes. Do you trust what Grady said?
There's nowhere in Panaconii more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater. Oh, Mr. Boothill, why are you looking at me like that?
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Fudger's fan.
You could say my master's taste is as techy as his outfit. Oh my,
Well, instead of
damn,
calling
Archer.
me master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, red guy? Those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
Also, I have already forgotten. Where is Lancer in all of this? Isn't Lancer Boothill's summon? I mean, servant. Did he leave? Or like go on some mission? I don't fucking remember. And then I'll graciously comply, Mr. Aventurine. As for the final showdown at the theater, I'm sure that Mr. Artie has already been prepared the battleground for us. With the Holy Grail in his possession, he'll be far more difficult opponent than Grady. A siege and warriors assembled to storm the walls. Now this is starting to feel like a real war.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Snowd is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
The princess rescue mission is on. Time to get up on the old man and make Artie pay for our emotional damage. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone else not far away? He's slowly slipping away with the hushed steps.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
Aventurine flashed a grin more sinister than the devil's own. His lips barely moved as he silently mouthed the name of the department. And the space cowboy let out a hearty laugh, cracking his knuckles with a sharp snap. A wicked smirk spread across his face as he strode towards Scott. Right, because at the end of Penacony, Boothill was like, I'm looking for someone from some department. I forget the name. You hear a cry straight out of a cartoon over the top, full of flair and surprisingly heartfelt. You just know for a fact that Scott won't be getting out of that hospital bed anytime soon. But her faith in the medical advances of the cosmic age, no Scott was irreversibly harmed in the Gorilla War, especially not in a dream.
Now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
Let's go. Might as well finish it. I guess this is the end. We've got wind and that shit. Yep, let's go. Let's go. It's a mockery of a war, but you set it up so intricately, I don't get it. The 12 hours that reference the passage of time, and this moon placed... Grand Theatre, a moon placed right at the heart of it all. Anyone with magecraft training can feel power continuously flowing into this place, but this world has no magecraft or mages. So, did you really design this holy grail world, man? You don't exactly look like a mage.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know.
He speaks to the Holy Grail?
You are the servant of that Galaxy Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue.
He's fine. What a pain. If I blow your head off right here, that'd save me my metal clump of a master too, no? Let me offer you some advice from experience. The Holy Grail never grants wishes the way people expect. All it leaves behind are dead souls buried by their desires.
I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice.
Yeah, entertainment spectacle, I get it now. That clicks pretty well with the essence of the Holy Grail. No wonder it managed to power this Holy Grail war. I've been wondering what you could possibly put into the Holy Grail apart from wine, given this is a barren world where mystics have completely degraded, but if something could replace magical energy and manage to infuse the Holy Grail with enough power to create miracles, well, that changes things entirely. Set up something that must maintain the concealment of mystics, the Holy Grail War will become a public entertainment spectacle instead. Then the people on this dream-soaked planet will come to believe in the miracle of the Holy Grail through learning its rituals and witnessing the summoning of heroic spirits. And so, little by little, their wishes will turn into fuel, coating the Holy Grail in a fabricated miracle, and the farce you orchestrated will end up stomping all over those wishes.
Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you.
And also, pretty much all of the stakes in this place have been completely nullified by the fact that this entire quest started with us on the ship and Robin telling us, hey, you see this chalice? Well, it's now completely it's just a toy now because everyone survived and everything is just fine. So
Miss No. No. It's time for you to show
okay,
Penelope
he's still
your
not
true
saying her name.
charm.
I feel like she's the true assassin rather than caster. And he seemed more like a caster, to be honest.
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang.
So I guess he's the first one to die, right? So the classic meme stands.
You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold. And the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant, and now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You have the talent to bring thousands of characters to life all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Let's use this, and this,
Show your courage.
and you.
A day of peaceful...
Let's go.
Ah, fork it. Wasn't that blue
Fork it.
guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
No signs of battle. This doesn't quite seem like something Lancer would do. Maybe he went fishing, or is he lost? From what I know about that man, he might even stir up some pointless fights just to walk away happy.
This note. I'm glad you're okay.
Is she okay though?
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach, but I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break, and I must insist
By killing him?
that every one of you take a break as well. until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest. Let the curtain fall! Canon presents!
She can't control her. Did that work before in the Fate series? Were servants able to overcome the seal? Aedis Elysiae? Huh? How the what? Where is this? How is this possible? Why am I in Britain? Not quite. Where did she send us? Is this your homeland? Girl, you should fucking know this. Although I guess at this point we might not have yet known this. Yes, I remember it all. Every tree, every blade of grass, the fields, the wind, sand, and this town. Does Castor think she can trap me with these memories? It's not Britain though, it's Aedis Elysiae. This town is nothing less than where my life as a knight began.
Oh, Artorias! Here to draw the sword, aren't you?
You're calling me Artorias? Is it Aiden?
I knew it! That mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king, I really can't picture that.
Right, I agree. I hope the sword and the stone manages just to pick the right king. Master, let's go. What did he just call you? Her true name, Artorias. So that is the male name I used, right? After all, a female king would have had a very difficult time ruling Britain back in those days. We've returned to the moment right before I drew the sword from the stone. I thought Castor would use monsters, foreign armies, or even dragons to trap us here. How I miss all this. I never returned home after I left as a knight, but what we see before us is the childish dream I had when I was still just a nameless nobody. The girl seemed drawn by something. Her gaze wandered to the end of the path. What a shame she's created such a fantasy for me, yet I don't even have a mount. I am your mount. Do you want to break free from this dream? Is there something you want to go? I'll find you a trampler. My greatest dream as a child was to have a mount of my own, to become a knight, to ride a horse, to follow this very path across the field and reach the grasslands where Actor's house lies. Who's Actor? He's the old knight tasked with raising me. He was my father, in a sense. He always wore a stern expression, but laughed at the smallest things. He always told me that he had hoped I'd become the ideal king for this land. But in the end, he never got to see me become a king. I'm sorry, Master, I got carried away talking about my past. Now that we are here, how about we set aside our worries about illusions and dreams, and I'll show you around my hometown instead. It's literally Aedis Elysiae, but like locked off a bit. There beneath the tree, a tiny knight, all rested, as if lost in a dream that would never end. If this is the soldier summoned by Castor, they must be an incredibly powerful opponent. It looks a bit like you. Whoa, that figure looks totally red. Was this wooden toy yours? I've never seen a toy like this. My first 15 years were mostly spent caring for horses and honing my swordsmanship. During my breaks, a mage named Merlin would visit me in my dreams and teach me about ruling as a king. What about you, Master? How did you spend your childhood? You've never talked about your past, because I don't have one. Actually, I never went to school. I don't remember a lot about my past.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station.
Yeah, goddamn. Really, no wonder your personality is so carefree. Is it because you don't have a past holding you back, Master?
My earliest memory was boarding a train, headed for the stars, and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
I'm really lucky, I'm totally free, I became the person I wanted to be.
I became the person I wanted to be.
Well, even in the face of hardship, you are still continuing on your wonderful journey. I wish I had that in my life. Once upon a time, I also wanted to become a specific person. I wanted to save the land I stood on and the people who lived upon it. I wanted to repel tyranny of the King Vortigern, the White Dragon. I wanted to deliver my people from the foreign invaders' hostile rule. I wanted to be the ideal king my people dreamed of, someone who would save Britain. For that, I would have sacrificed everything. And the mage told me that if I could pull the sword from the stone, that I would achieve my wish. Everyone thought that I would save Britain. So Britain was saved? I didn't save Britain. I once believed that once I slew Vortigern, expelled the foreign invaders, gathered the knights of the Round Table, and built the impenetrable castle of Camelot, peace would finally come to Britain. But what was a fleeting dream. The knights who once served me abandoned me, and some even raised armies to challenge my rule. Britain was once again engulfed in war. Merlin had already warned me of all this before I drew the sword of selection. He told me that once I drew the sword, I would meet a tragic end, hated by all. Is she a freaking flame chase journey person? A flame carrier or whatever? Flame bearer? And that was her prediction, vision. And while the kingdom was in its prime, he also told me that Britain would one day fall, and its current prosperity was built on the suffering of its king. Yet I thought I could carry the weight of the kingdom's pain and trade it for the peace of the people. The sacrifice would be worth it, and I would be willing to face my thankless end. You remind me of Sunday. The only thing that could grant your wish would be the Holy Grail. Once the king offered themselves up upon the altar, a lone sacrifice in exchange for a dream of paradise on earth. How eerily similar it all feels to what unfolded during the Charmony festival in Penacony. I promised everyone that I would build the ideal kingdom, but I left the land of Britain with endless wars, dying warriors, and starving children. The one who deserves to face destruction is me, not my country or my people. That's how it should have been.
So this is the sword in the stone?
Excalibur, I wondered countless times, had I not drawn this sword, or had there been someone more suited to be king? Would Britain have truly become the utopia I dreamed of, and what kind of life would I have lived? To pull out the sword and become king, or to give up and stay in my homestead to quietly live out my days? She has brought me back to the moment I made my choice. Saber, do you wish to stay? Master, I'm so tired. I wish I had a horse to ride across these fields before the sun sets. Saber! You called out, your voice echoing, but the drawn-out words never reached the servant. In the moment she hesitated, fate had already been sealed. In truth, you were never here at all. What remains in this place is merely a shadow of you who fell into a noble phantasm, lingering in the dream of another.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits? Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for you all in this show. Including you, Trailblazer.
Now. Meanwhile,
newcomer,
in
are
our
you
universe.
staying? Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station. But I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think.
I think this is kind of the moment that you could choose at the start of the game, where you could choose to stay on the station and become part of the Department of Cosmic Geography, and the train just leaves without you. Look at me in the eyes and say that again. Where did you send me? You guys know who I am? Guess you're the real newcomer here.
Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived. But you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts.
You'd be surprised, my guy. But I'm the galactic baseballer.
And I'm the cosmic geographer.
He has a point. But I defeated Tartalov.
Who's that, a game character?
Again, he has a point. It is. But I'm a nameless, I don't belong here.
Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done?
I face tanked the Doomsday Beast's ultimate.
Oh,
That
I've
is
heard
true.
of that. Apparently, a valuable relic was stolen from the space station. It was swallowed by a mysterious intruder, which then led to an attack from the Antimatter Legion.
So our story here exists, okay?
If it weren't for Madame Herta stepping in to handle the crisis, we'd all be burnt
Herta.
to a crisp by now. Any idea who that mysterious intruder was?
Will he report me
Yep,
for
you
stealing?
guessed it. It was you, lass. The only reason you got a job here is that lead researcher Asta took pity on you.
Ooh. I defeated Fantilia on the Xianzhou.
Oh, you mean the Lord Ravager who recently appeared on the Xianzhou and caused a huge ruckus? From what I've heard, her plan was foiled by the general of the Lufu, but
It
the
was.
Xianzhou people paid a heavy price for it.
It was.
Listen, don't use someone else's tragedy as your bragging material.
I woke Penacony from its eternal slumber.
Let me guess. Next, you'll say you were invited to the Charmony Festival and became the festive superstar.
Yes. Yes. Right on, bro. Did you pick at the script? I even became a shareholder there. The man looks at you with exasperation written all over his face, visibly biting back a snarky remark. What are those things?
Let me guess.
Did you pick at the script? Okay, same shit, okay. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down. Are you regretting that choice now?
So yeah, this is the alternative end of the game, which I, by the way, did. I even have a video about that. And I almost feel like I was one of the first people that saw that, like right on the release of the game, because I went into several other streams asking about it, and people like, well, what are you talking about? Because I believe it wasn't in a beta, and a ton of streamers at the time and their viewers and stuff tried out the beta and thought that the full release was the exact same, so they skipped over stuff while I did like everything on the station and saw that credits roll for the end game in the first part. But I did board the Express. You try to yell at the researcher before you, but your wavering voice gives a different response. I became afraid. I don't know. Yes, I regret my choice. No, I do not. I became afraid.
I became afraid.
But was that answer truly what you thought, or was it some sort of elusive manipulation? You tried to piece together what has happened, but your memories feel more distant with every passing second. About the Astral Express and the Nameless, like sand under the waves, your memories crumble and fade, and suddenly you understand why Saber chose to stay, even just for a moment. Why didn't you step aboard the Astral Express back then? On that split-second impulse, it no longer matters. The researcher in the Department of Cosmic Geography standing before you watches you closely, perhaps searching for words of comfort, or maybe looking for the right joke to shatter the heavy silence. Eventually he speaks.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills. So, I'll start you off with some, light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers, yeah, that should keep you busy for a while.
Am I really a researcher? Isn't this Department of Cosmic Geography?
Don't be so surprised. Our department is at the bottom of the food chain on the station. This work happens all the time. I'm off. Be sure to do your job well.
He turns to leave. You could not help him. Yet could not help himself from looking back at you.
Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask myself, would I still be stuck in this dead-end job if I made a different choice? No, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here, are they?
You don't sound so good, my guy. You do not sound so sure in yourself. The soul raw and you scream internally, but the fury is fleeting.
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline. I'll cut you some slack, given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff? Where do I even start?
So by budget category, timeline, mood. Let's go by mood.
You're too slow.
We operate on
Keep
vibes.
going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing.
Don't push your luck. I see you're itching for a fight. Why don't you do it yourself? Engie. You're on the verge of shouting, but just then a sliver of doubt creeps inside you. Is this really what you want? Take a breath. Don't lash out. Focus on what you truly need to do. Take out the baseball bat and give them a good beating. The bat you always have at your side is no longer there. Then again, did you ever really have it in the first place? I quit. But where would you go? Is there anyone you can go? You're young, with no special talents. Isn't your best bet a cushy job with the full benefits clocking in every day until the world ends? Complete the basic text.
What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
So by budget, timeline, by mood again. Yes, that's it. Calmly and nicely drop the fight, but by now the job feels like second nature. Might as well tidy up the last of the files. Document pile. Cosmic Geography financial statement. Did you know human memory cannot simulate non-existent things? Never having taken this path, you cannot possibly imagine the Department of Cosmic Geography's research content. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I am you, at least a fragment of your subconscious, the final cry before blank blank. You don't belong here. Quick, blank, hurry. She's become aware. I blank 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 blank. Now you must blank on your own.
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird.
3 slices of blank purchased from Bellabog. The following is a brief description of the environment in which the blank was discovered, alongside a detailed analysis of its components. The blank primarily revolves around trailblazing and can be roughly categorized into heroic spirit, blank, adventurous experiences, companions, and blank. Blank was unique properties purchased from the Fu. The analysis of its features follows. For detailed experimental procedures, please refer to the project report. The gaze of the Eon had no significant impact on the fundamental nature of the blank. There is a potential for escaping blank, but no one can truly break free from blank. Do not step onto the stage, do not aspire to become a hero. There you'll only find blank, 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 and blank. And do not go down that sorrowful path.
Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before.
Hey, my dude, what you doing? If you're going to ask me, have you met before, my answer is gonna be no. But I really feel like with what clairvoyance. See, you definitely know me. You glance at his work tag. On it, just a single letter A. Archer. Department Domestic Service. What? Wait, since when does the space station have a domestic service department?
Come on, Uncle A.
Uncle A?
Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here?
I dreamt that I was part of the Holy Grail War. It should have been on one of the summoned heroic spirits. We shouldn't be here. I get it, I really do. Dozens of researchers come up to me every day and all claiming they don't belong here. They think they should be somewhere else because life isn't going their way. It's just another dress-up excuse to escape reality. As long as your instinct is just to back down and run, you'll run out of places to go even if you manage to get out of this place. Personally, I think this place isn't so bad. No world-threatening crises, no freaks trying to end humanity. The kitchen's convenient too, though the winds are a bit odd. We still got a little girl who throws around gemstones like dirt, but it's pretty much a utopia for most people. There's no turning back. Moose. Where the hell is it? What is she doing? There's no turning back. Once you leave your ordinary life behind. You glance at him, wanted to say something, but decide not to. Change your mind? Huh, I knew it. You don't really want to leave, though, do you? Days pass. After long hours of sorting, you're finally done with the work. Although an uncanny feeling lingers in your chest before it's resolved, you should take a break.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore. But deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here.
Drifting quietly over the surface of a dream, suspending the moment before you sink. Let me tell you a story about a king named Uther. He ruled the people of Britain before I showed up, and after my appearance, he launched an attack against the White Dragon to protect his people, a battle that ended in defeat. Even so, people still called him the greatest king. What do you think made him a hero? In the glory of being a king, the deeds he achieved as a knight, the courage he exhibited as a human. Ну, приезжай. He raised his sword to challenge the dragon he knew he could never defeat. The sword shattered, the bow snapped, and he was beheaded. As a human, everything about him was destined to fail. But the way he raised his sword to bring deliverance left a shining star in Britain's darkest nights. Deliverance, you say? Fucking God. And the stars we see may not be their original forms, but their light isn't a lie. It will shine for ages, lighting the way for the next hero. That heroic spirit who lost Miss Note, her name referred to our lives as a stage, and she used her noble phantasm to erase the star's radiance. But Master, if you still have courage, if you are still willing to become that star, then all the spectators who have seen you will also step onto the stage, becoming heroes themselves. Look at me, talking big all of a sudden and doing a bad imitation of Merlin. Where are you? I'm waiting for someone who's about to take the stage. I'm also riding through the wilderness. The dream is nearing its end, Master, for me and you.
What a strange dream. I should get to work.
Get to work?
Scheduling
Ooh.
Department of Cosmic
I thought you died.
Geography
I
meetings
guess.
for the next month.
he didn't die. She enclosed
This
him
should be
in this
easier
kind of
than
space as well.
yesterday, right?
Okay. Hey lass, if you're here to slack off, you're a bit too late. This place is already at full capacity. I'm here to work. I'm a model research employee. I'm reporting you. The chief is too busy chasing those May creations that ran away. He won't have time to read your report. Well, no worries. You work here and I'll slack off. We each get what we need. Is he hitting on that girl? I feel like he might be. For now, you ignore the security department. Staff's careless attitude and lower your head to resume your task. You've got this. You're not losing to some grown-up who's slacking all day. First on the list, the quantitative analysis of microphage cluster interceptor on planetary magnetic fields. 15 attendees must be scheduled with the next 2 days. This morning. Sorry, there are no conference rooms available at your requested time. This next afternoon. Sorry, there are no conference rooms. Night after the whatever the hell. Sorry, there are no conference rooms available. The conference rooms are all fully booked even at night. People here really are workaholics. Wait, you're the Stellaron they were talking about, huh? Tell me, will you sleep? When you sleep, do you glow like a firefly? Young ones like you should really find a mentor, like learn some skills and carve your own path, live like a true hero, no strings attached. Ignore the distraction around you. Let's look at the meeting's details, the effects of Starquake phenomena on the artistic expression of researchers. 2 attendees, no time constraints. 1 year, 10 years later, a century later. Something stirs in your memory, sparks from an engine-stricken past, the space station, the faint weightlessness before the Express conducts its warp jump. Wait, no, none of that is real. Researcher, you should be focusing on your task at hand. You still got 900 more meetings to schedule. You'd better hurry up and finish before it's spiral out of control. Maid or symposium, visit from Intelligentsia Guild, monthly budget review, planetary decline observation. Let's go planetary decline. Alright, including the 2 new system generated meetings, just 900 more to go, then list is done. IPC specialists. That's right, exactly. 4. It's always 4. You're in the zone now, handling the work before you with practiced ease. Query approvals, observation, visit from the Express. You ever tried fishing last? Don't be fooled by the vacuum outside, there's still plenty to catch. There's the migrating invisible carp, the silicon-based soft-boned fish that put up a fight. I even caught a trotter last time. Although you are exhausted beyond measure, the man's expression moves you. Your entertainment during a momentary respite from work, a fishing rod. Life at the space station isn't as bleak as you thought. Maybe this is your utopia. By the way, I heard the Extra Express is coming back and we'll be stopping at the space station for a while. Want to go check it out? It's just fun.
Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice?
You did. Fuck dying over and over and over again. Let's just chill at the space station. Who? Was that Welt? Wait, what? Long time no see episodes. How life's been on the space station. Great, couldn't be better. Not so well, it's been really bad. I'm glad to see you settle in here. We traveled to many places after we parted ways. Bellbox, Angelo Fu, Panaconi, there were both good and bad moments along the way. How's Dan Han doing? Dan Han? It was an easy journey, but he's back on the Lafu now. After all, that's where he's from. Mr. Yang. Have you ever heard of the planet called Earth? Soon after Dan Han left us, Welt found the way back home just as he had hoped. Let's pray he makes it there safely. Could this be a hint that Welt might be potentially going back to Honkai Pack 3rd? How's Pom Pom? Right, we still haven't even seen what Pom Pom's doing, right? He summoned someone as well. Himiko frowns as if your question has caught her off guard. An unsettling sensation flickers through your mind. You've never boarded the express, so who is this Pom Pom you speak of? Where did you hear the conductor's name? Did Dan Han tell you? Pom Pom still the same, but with fewer and fewer people on the express, it must be getting lonely for them. What's up with March? Where's March? I sometimes wonder, also, no questions about March? Come on, man. I sometimes wonder what might have changed if you had come with us. Sadly, the trailblazing expedition doesn't leave room for regrets and what ifs. What about March 7? Okay. March, I'm not sure how to put it. I hope that friend from the garden can cure her. Oh, so... Okay, what is the fucking timeline here? This is imaginary, coming from somewhere in the deep past, while we were still on Penacony, so Amphorius hasn't happened yet. Even she herself hadn't mentioned Amphorius, and March is still having troubles. Okay, any new passengers aboard? Is the express still in need of passengers? Life as a nameless isn't easy. After we left the space station, we did have some passengers traveling with us for a short time, but they've all gone their separate ways now. A friend from the Interstellar Visa Corporation recently suggested we make a stop at Camelot. That planet should have been destroyed by the Antimatter Legion long ago, but we've been picking up multiple distress signals from there. I would imagine that would be Saber. So we're stopping by the space station for a while to meet some old friends. You can join us and leave with us this time if you want. I'll pack my bags right away. Is that really how you feel? If joining the Extra Express doesn't change your life for the better, what then? What if what awaits you isn't a grand adventure but endless cleaning, constant repairs, wounds that never heal, and death steeped in despair? What will you do then? What if you can't help anyone? This is a fucking depression allegory. What if you become a dead weight on the express? What if a nameless gives their lives to save you, yet everyone silently wishes you'd just leave? What will you do? Think about it. What answer should you give?
I'll think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the express leaves.
Alright, and I forgot that Himiko is not available in English still. Alright, I'll respect your choice no matter what you pick.
I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first. The Astral Express.
Peaceful dream stirred by birdsong beyond the window. However, can a robin really sing in the vacuum of space? Is it Robin again doing something to bring us all back to life?
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up.
Rise up! Whoa, whoa.
In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side.
Yeah, Penacony.
The bird believed that she would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and
I guess
voice.
she could be seen. She could be talking about herself.
Just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money.
Money.
Turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty. But the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy gutter. They stripped away her stage name, replaced her with a fresh-faced chick, and smothered her with slander and rumors, leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence as
Blank.
You know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the Masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm? When they wish to end this Holy Grail war, old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish. But the cost he demands is far greater. As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
Ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell.
Now it will work.
Come, Master.
She tried to use that,
Take
it
away
didn't
my
work.
free will. Just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note.
Yet you've tried already.
Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants
Hey, we
will
Ipin.
not yield to your noble phantasm, even though you've stripped their identity as heroes. I trust them.
I will wait and see.
The person fades into
I
silence.
feel like I had a strange dream. But the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest. There's still today's work to get through.
My body's feeling heavy as well, but supposedly we should be close to the end. Episodes, how many days has it been since you started working on the space station? 30, 90, even longer? Do you still remember what you need to do now? Compiling project proposals from all levels of research. By now it's second nature, something you could do with your eyes closed. Breeze through the work. Breeze through the work. Breeze through the work. Still thinking about the Astral Express? You've been wrestling with that choice for ages and haven't made up your mind. They'll be departing soon. You wish them a journey full of wondrous encounters. I want to stay, I want to leave, I don't know where to go. I want to stay. If you board the Express, what waits for you may be nothing but danger and terrifying unknown. Your deeds will be forgotten in time and your journey will be eventually come to an end. I'm glad I stayed alone for a quiet, ordinary life. Let me go. So, you're glad you stayed. No ticket, no bet, no danger, just a quiet, peaceful and undisturbed life. The work you had piled up took far too much of your time. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days. Maybe you'll never catch up to the Astral Express again. Get a room and take a break. Oh. Hey, boyos. What are you doing? Isn't there a Stellaron girl? I was about to mix you a drink, but since you're still underage, I'll hold off for that. Oh no, for now. I feel like my current life is a lie. I was once a trailblazer on the Express. I shouldn't be a member of the Department of Cosmic Geography. Yeah, we should change departments, right? Funny, isn't it? Sometimes I think I should have been working as a space station security guard either. I shouldn't be working. So, do you want to board the Astro Express? That's right. It's not what I've been picking. Every year there's a researcher who want to go to with the Express, but then it's time to leave, they all back down without fail. They know they are just seeking an escape from their stressful lives instead of actually wanting an adventure that could cost them their life. So what do you really want? I want to leave my current life behind, I want to go on an adventure into the unknown. I don't know. If I knew what I wanted to do with my life, I would have been doing it. Staying where I am is fine, something better will come along, I'm just an ordinary person. Why speak of regrets when everyone who has ever lived has regretted something? Yet had everyone turned back because of their fears of regrets, humanity would never have produced any heroes. Even if the road ahead isn't clear, some still set off, driven by their desire to chase a wish. It may seem foolish, but that's what gave birth to the Nameless, to Trailblazers, and to humanity's heroes. That all you carry is proof of a certain hero's existence. Do you know what it is? Which doll? Oh, this one. A shabby little trinket that left a trace star in history because one of the persons still wish. The Express may have already left, or it may not have, but if you truly want to walk this path, what does it matter if there's no Express? If you truly believe you're nameless, then there is only one thing left for you to do. Set off, set off, set off. Illusion of choice. I need to set off. Oh shit. Didn't think it would be voiced because fucking 90% of this goddamn patch hasn't been.
Already left. Going there will be pointless.
Sure, people, sure.
Let's go to the lab. Hit the cafeteria.
Oh, I'd hit the cafeteria right about now.
Let's go watch a movie.
Watching a movie is nice as well. You? Nothing? Really hoped you would say something.
Life on the space station wonderful? People would kill just to live the life you have here.
I bet they would. At least some of them. Ding, 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 ding.
There's no antimatter legion. No abominations of abundance. This place is the most peaceful paradise in the universe.
Something's stopping me from leaving this place. I need to avoid them.
We're not holding you back. Let's have lunch together.
Hey, I would kill for a lunch now.
Stop. The future of a nameless is nothing but emptiness and despair. Do you think you're special?
Nah.
Think of Tiernan and Kelbeck. The nameless who were better than you. They were all consumed by the lightless outer space, never to return.
So you finally admit that I am a nameless.
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless?
The voices that once spoke to you fell silent in an instant, never spoke again. We retain. Wait, it's a bat, right? Yeah. Who is it? Excalibur. No, the bat. Okay. But the allegory is that the bat is Excalibur. Right, a bat plain and impressive, yet strangely familiar. You once believed you'd never hold it again in this lifetime.
Would you still pull this weapon out? Even if it'll bring about a tragic end?
I'd pull you out. That's what Marilyn told me too.
Which is why I've crafted such gentle dreams for you all. Isn't that what you've been looking for all this time?
I did wonder whether someone else might have done a better job as king if they pulled out the sword of selection. But I can't blame the girl who drew the sword in the stone for overestimating herself. She just wanted to deliver something from disaster, just like the king who challenged the White Dragon. March, Pookie! And Damhan. If I was given another chance to make my choice, I would tell her, I hope you can do better this time. Master, you've had enough rest in your happy dream, haven't you? Now let's leave this place together.
You'll regret this!
Sure, girl, sure. Grab the bed.
I'll never regret.
Why do you have such blind courage? Don't you ever feel regret?
I do hope we'll learn her name by the end of this stuff, and it's at least a notable name. I assume it's not Robin, because obviously she would be like way too disconnected through time from Robin, right? Robin is, I believe she's not 9 Amber Eras old or whatever. It could be like an ancestor of some kind, right? She's a Holovian as well, so maybe. But she's... Was she an alfalfa? I don't think so. I think they mentioned what family she was. Was she an Iris one? Shit, I forget. Either way, I do hope we learn her name.
To guard and defend, crush them. I can't become a fool like you. And I won't agree with your choices.
Okay, girl, relax. It's not like we're doing anything to you.
To guard and defend, crush them.
We're just guarding and defending,
Watch
you know?
over you and guide you on your path.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
18 cores, what the hell, girl?
Lend me your strength.
20 cores.
I failed. Just like how I failed in life. This is a fitting end for a traitor.
The performing arts had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage after leaving your prison?
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent, and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing. Those small moments made me feel free, even in that iron cage. But Penacony has changed. After so many Amber Eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. And now, I am locked in this newly forged prison.
You could just die, you know, alternatively speaking.
Anyway, it's time to end this. A servant who betrayed their master has no right to exist.
Then, as you wish. With the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asna.
Do we know Asna?
Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything,
I'm not
That
sure.
does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit.
Does that even
Your
work like that?
death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the five major lineages of Penacony.
So yeah, that's why.
That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker. Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person.
I really
Mother of Iris,
don't think
you
it
will
works
no
like that.
longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now only dance for yourself. This farce is nearing its end. But I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You are still a hero to them, no matter the slanders your name bears.
Meanwhile, the master and the servant from the dream escape stepped into the heart of the Grand Theater. Since a powerful force similar to magical energy, it seems the Holy Grail's holder is about to complete the ritual. The last two servants left are Rider and Berserker. Which one will face us, or will it be both? With the enemy already in possession of the Holy Grail, it looks like we're in a brutal... what the hell? Brutal fight. So, who do we have left? We saw them, him... There's still supposedly Sparkle, right? Because she was in the trailers, like, I think in multiple trailers. And obviously Pom-Pom as well. So, whoever, wherever they are. 3 against 2, the advantage is mine. I'll once again select 2 easy in the next survey. I'll lead the charge. Master, I swear on the sword that I will protect you no matter the cost.
Ludullu and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
No, I don't fucking...
A different life?
I wanted to say I don't
Pentagon's
trust
dream
you,
bubbles
but...
are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the job.
What would his dream be? Him back being a Kakavasha boy, but like not being part of the prophecy of the Kakavasha, no schemes concealed and whatever, and just being a boy that suffered on the planet, and that's it, maybe?
So, where did she put you?
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
In a way I was right. Almost.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had there.
And you? Where'd she send you?
From childhood he's been a hunter, ranger and whatever, so where would he have gone? And he said the teaching dream, I mean educational dream, with a mocking sense, so he probably didn't see anything about killing others or not drinking malt liquor or whatever, so what could he be? Shit, I don't even know, to be honest.
Me? I had a long-awaited reunion.
With whomst? As he talked, but Hill had already loaded his gun. Next up, the final battle with the mastermind, okay? Your fate is in the first heroic spirit to get trapped in the reality marble. Didn't you use those long legs of yours well enough? This is the first thing I hear after I get out. Darn it, my head's killing me. Feels like I've been through a long and thrilling adventure. I'm not sure why, but I think my enemies all had fish heads on their necks. With enemies on the way, 2 servants were more than ready to fight. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Show your courage.
And this.
Day of peace.
And let's go. The end should be near. Probably like 20-30 minutes left, so overall 5-hour quest. Pretty much what I've seen from other places. Unless they fucking yap too much.
Looks like Lady Osner has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. But that's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle the most critical parts yourself.
Oh, fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail war.
Practically have one foot in the grave. Don't tell me you're going to wish for immortality.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember Eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones.
Then are you trying to crush your business rivals? I heard there's some bad blood between you and my master.
What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can't be made into friends in the world of business.
And just fucking throw some money at people and that's it, yeah.
Good point.
Capitalism.
But I'm still very curious about your little scheme.
Mr. Adi, surely you wouldn't be like the mages I know, willing to forsake both life and humanity just to reach the root of all things.
What you're talking about is something only the Genius Society would obsessively chase after.
Yeah, they would. What's your real reason then? It couldn't be possibly be for money, could it?
I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty rap. And Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab everyone's attention. A holy grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious show to keep the money rolling in for 10 more Ember Eras. A carnival that even the Charmony Festival can't compete with. Even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War, that's none of your concern.
Why don't you just ask the Holy Grail for cash? What a crude wish.
What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the Cosmic Exchange. I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end. I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of, fusing them into my empire with a mere wave of my pen. The Golden Hour will
Pure
set the
powerful
prices for
money?
goods based on my desires, and the Blue Hour will craft Penaconian fashion based on my whims. Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No. What truly underpins and supports the city is what you deem crude. It's the unending flow of money.
Money.
On this rock called money, we have built the planet of festivities.
No matter what your plans may be, there can only be one victor in the Holy Grail War. Your actions in this farce have already placed every servant squarely against you. Now we stand together before you, shrewd merchant. I just want to finish what I didn't get to do a few hours ago. I'm sick and tired of these fish heads. The head of this old desperate fogey with broken dreams is what I call a real trophy. You see this evil man's old head as a trophy? I thought you had better taste than that, Lancer.
It seems you're all eager to prepare for my demise. But since there can only be one winner in this game, how do you plan to decide the victor after I bow out?
Bow wow, bow wow.
Why don't we discuss a collaboration instead? Whoever can eliminate the others shall have the chance to make their wish to the Holy Grail. I will give you that right. We can even formalize it with a contract. using precise logical language to word our wishes, ensuring the Holy Grail fulfills everyone's desires. After all, isn't this the very moment you've all been fighting for? Masters and servants?
Shh, no peaceful resolutions, please. This far into the show, are you trying to make me laugh? A Holy Grail that sullies everyone's wishes is just a counterfeit for us to smash to pieces. Isn't that right, Master?
Nah, we need to whip this fella's hind end, then smash it to pieces.
Our opinions really align, but I'm fond of this idea. What do you think, Mr. Venturine? It's nice to play as the hero of justice now and then, isn't it?
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today, so I'll pass this opportunity to Mr. Odie.
My master, it seems I won't be able to claim the Holy Grail for you. I trust your choice, you made the right choice, we made the right choice together. Must thank Miss Node's dreams for showing me the truth. What truly matters is not the ending, but the journey we've taken to chase something and to deliver it from destruction. I don't need the Holy Grail, the wishes I did not fulfill will end here.
If you are all so keen to make me your enemy, I suppose I'll have to become the final challenge on this variety show. The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but
will he summon himself?
who should I summon? This question has haunted me for quite some time.
Right, like I would imagine he is a massive historical figure on the Penacony, so he could summon himself, although they should be dead, and he's kinda not.
Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my servant.
Ain't no way he's summoning Mikhail. That would be insane.
That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself?
Hey, read him like a book.
Still standing strong after 10 amber eras of business intrigue. Isn't this living legend staring back at me in the mirror?
But yeah, you would have to die, so will he like start the summoning process, then kill himself and resurrect through the summoning process?
I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted to see how people truly view me in history.
Have you gotten your answer?
The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, sucking out the sap of Penacony's oak from the top. A bug, madly devouring wealth.
Shit, what was it? Propagation?
Do you want to take the Holy Grail or crush it? You'll have to get through me first.
What the fun? What do you mean there's no
So
freaking
the
automatic?
person talking to was old Odie's servant all along?
I order you, Saber. Destroy all that is evil!
I can't think. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Excalibur!
See, this will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Lend me your strength.
Crush it, Saber!
Dude, what the fuck is that attack? half of his HP from an ult. What the hell?
With the command spell, I command you to unleash your noble phantasm, shatter the Holy Grail!
Ooh, unlimited blade as you command, master. Shit, I missed that. Excalibur! In cinematics, the subtitles are really freaking tiny. It's finally over.
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that.
So he dragged everyone to this Holy Grail wall while hiding in the shadows, and none of you are gonna make him pay for it? We should give him a good thrashing, make him pay for our emotional damage. This is the second time I'm using that line.
Well, unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's put into it. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony.
Does Scott have no rights? The servants have no rights? So the IPC is still the final winner of it all.
Oh, don't say it like that. This is a good thing for Penacony shareholders.
Here come the money. Money, 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 money.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money, won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old fudger.
Master, while I'm all in on that suggestion, time's run out. Without the Holy Grail holding us up, us servants need to go back to where we belong. Are you leaving already? Who are you again?
Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for a drink.
Honky-tonk. Finest in the cosmos, huh? That's something to look forward to. Alright, no need for a tearful farewell for us bros. Let's not ruin the good run we've had together. Till we meet again, buddy. And you too, seriously, why can't you never get a proper fight with you? Why can't I never get a proper fight? Is that so? I distinctly remember beating you. Yeah, I do believe she beat him. You know me, just a humble archer. Let's call this one another loss on me. I'm done arguing with you lot. I'm gonna take another peek at Pentagon's views before leaving for good. And so it's time to say goodbye, Master. I have to admit that your fashion sense could use a little work, but as a servant, I'm genuinely glad to have fought by your side in this Holy Grail War. I can still see the determined heart of the child you once were underneath all your grand speeches and extravagant flair. The peacockiness. You know, I would feel pretty good to be a hero of justice and once in a while.
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
Come on, Ben, his freaking entire getup is much better than yours, Aventurine. I'm sorry. That brings up a good point. Why would I, a Guardian of Humanity, get summoned to a world without the counterforce? Archer, you should know why you were summoned here. You were summoned as a heroic spirit. A hero, huh? I'll chalk it up as a beautiful dream. A faint smile tugged the man's cold face before he vanished from sight. Soon only the final pair of master and servant remained. Anyone else? No. I'm glad I was summoned to this strange world and got to experience it with you. I'm not great at farewells. Anything else you want to say to me? I saw your fears in your dream, but Master, don't be burdened by the emotions that come with being human. The fear of the unknown, the dread of loss, or the regret of what you couldn't achieve. Even Heracles was just a child before becoming a hero. You may not be strong enough now, but I have faith that you'll eventually become a star that illuminates the entire cosmos. Like you did? Who's Heracles? If my existence can occasionally light the way forward for you, that would be more than I could hope for. Master, please send my regards to the person you will become in the future. As for Lumen Flux dimmed, the valiant girl knight faded, vanishing just as she had arrived. At the same time, in the Dreamflux Reef, the host of the Holy Grail warriors sitting elsewhere watching the scenery with interest. We completely...
The Holy Grail broke. What a shame.
We did not see what happened to Paimon. Still no goddamn clue what Sparkle was doing in the trailer.
People have pursued it, fought for it.
I guess just first part, right?
Sacrifices for it and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, has Penacony ever answered their dreams? Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Amber Heirs have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, old rascal, couldn't be here to join us.
Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old friends. No, it's just another part of your business deal.
Greedy? Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is such an important task, after all.
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectations.
That'd be enough for me. You artists always aim to carve your names into art's annals no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail War. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from cold, hard cash?
The memories of former heroic spirits are also worthy compensation.
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me. What worth do those hold?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare. He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times, a most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero.
So he just wants his memories back, in the form of either a bubble or like full-on Memoria creature like Mikhail was for a time.
How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Greedy?
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right. It's your turn, Miss Hasna. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear. I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you.
Damn, girl, you were hard.
Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead.
God damn.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Osna, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
At the same time, aboard the Express. So, who did Pom Pom summon? From the heat of the battle, someone summoned under the Rider class stays on the sidelines from the very beginning. So he got Rider. As a Rider, he once built an unsinkable little ship named the Compass. As a Rider, he was once a nameless who rode the stars aboard an interstellar express. Mikhail? He summoned Mikhail? Centuries have passed. Now, as a heroic spirit, the young man finally returns to the place where he once worked tirelessly. An old friend awaits him. God damn, okay, fuck. I was about to say that this patch, this event was like very much fucking so-so, but this is really nice. This is really nice.
March 7th is always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom Pom a single point.
That is true.
Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's hometown?
100 times worse.
Pom Pom, what were you before? What are you? Are you Akivili? I feel like he might be Akivili, maybe like guabified like in Genshin.
I'd love to have a try.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble. Pom Pom
I'd
had such
never
high hopes
do
for
that.
Don Hong, but even he's started to follow along now.
Mikhail is about to disappear, right? Poor Pom Pom.
You passengers are all the same. Mikhail, you're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours?
Does he feel that the cup is gone? He should feel that the war is over, right?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
Yeah. Pom
Will
Pom.
you be returning to the Express?
Oh, Pom Pom.
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely.
And they are pretty much paying off the stuff that Himiko told us during our dream, right? That Pom Pom is lonely and stuff.
Wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Penacony.
Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom Pom will always be here, waiting for your return.
It's a deal then, conductor. The next time the Express stops at Penacony, please sound the horn for me, Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you.
It's a promise.
We still have Berserker somewhere, right? Gather your thoughts to the present. If there really is a chance to fill a wish, what would yours be? Make a silent wish.
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail war orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it.
No surprise there. That old fox didn't lose a thing. He's far too shrewd. What about my appearance fee?
As Mr. Adventuring guest, Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude. So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail war.
Which is now made valueless because of Skrullum. Too crude? No. Crude's good. So this is his apology? That old fox always managing to get the most out of everything.
There's something inside the Holy Grail. I think this is a note for you.
Hey, sister. Since you all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip.
What the hell?
By the way, aren't you curious what old Sempo's wish to the Holy Grail was?
So, wait. Was it Sampo who got Berserker? Was the Hook Berserker? No, I'm not interested.
Well, I'm thinking you probably say...
No.
No? Aw, come on, sis. You might not be curious, but the audience is still on the edge of their seats.
Oh, I bet they are.
All right, folks, the show's over. But if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and have their every desire fulfilled.
Hee hee. Okay, let's at least check. Tarnished Glory, no titled photograph captures Miss Snow, the cries of injustice behind bars, the jubilant song upon breaking free, the thunderous applause beneath the stage, the scorn born of disgrace, all those voices that faded into history, leaving only yellowed memory behind, and even so I still choose to sing. Memory entity you carried away from a dream in some foreign land, an artisan who admired the king and carved the puppet with heartfelt reverence, though it seems far removed from the real king, and the craftsmanship leaves much to be desired, what heroes pass down to later generations, often just like this, crude yet enough to soothe the soul. Besides, don't you think that after staring at it for a while, it actually kind of feels full of soul? I think it's trying to suck my soul in. Giving us the suck. So what do you have for me? Hey, it's been a while. The girl said that you are the owner of the Holy Grail. That old shorty Adi sure knows how to do business. He only decided to pass the problem off as a favor when the Holy Grail stopped granting wishes or summoning heroic spirits. Isn't that just like stealing the jewels from a treasure chest and tossing the empty broken box? Who are you again? Lancer, sure, we've had some not so great memories, but we've fought together too. Doesn't that count for something? Forgetting me so easily is rather rude. Why haven't you disappeared? Who knows, it's probably the result of some excess magical energy and the battle continuation ability. After everyone else vanished, I was the one left behind. Again, where's Berserker? Seems like I won't be heading back to the Throne of Heroes anytime soon. I'll consider these extra life hours as a gift of mercy from the Holy Grail. Is the Holy Grail completely useless now? Theoretically, yes, the Holy Grail's form remains, but its core has merged with the nature of this dream world, what you call Memoria. But that's Skrullum. I'm not sure what trick he pulled, but he somehow extracted part of the ritual and turned it into a special simulation device. I have to admit, this world has some truly incredible mages. There are only ones, about 80 or so of them, I think. The geniuses. Layman terms, please. Mechanical rituals, cyber magecraft, same thing. Anyway, the modified Holy Grail still carries the original competition's logic, along with the lingering data of Penaconian 12 hours. As long as you connect it's still hard to get used to the modern terminology. Anyway, as long as you connect to the Holy Grail, you can relieve the panic-owning Holy Grail war in this dream bubble. According to him, it will fill in the simulation data of the past riders using the user's memoriam as the medium. You may meet many old friends in the Holy Grail, but I'm honestly not interested. The Heroes Arena in Valhalla, not ready, Temple of Heroes, not ready to visit there just yet, though I suppose it might fit me more than the peaceful Elysian fields, Magmel. Anyway, I've delivered Mr. Scroom's message. It's time to waste the rest of my days outside. As for the rest, go and take a look for yourself. Quick run, forget it. He'll what's changed the modified Holy Grail. He's quick to run, forget it. What the shit this shit do? Miss, I'm glad to see you again. This will be a thought process worth commemorating. Top of the Holy Grail War. Night Falls, I'll provide the basic guidance, so that your combat characters. Night Falls, Holy Grail, poised to act, stay alive, defeat your opponent, stage hint, edit the team and select characters to fight with you, reward points. Okay, let's do at least one fight, I guess. Let's just go full trial, right? What's the point otherwise? Let's go like this, I guess. Combat regular, okay. Holy Grail is about to begin. This is special. Okay, welcome to Holy Grail War. 8 participants in the simulation of Holy Grail War. This is your opponent this round. Please try to defeat him. Meet again, beautiful friend. Yep. So it's just grind. Just PvE grind, right? You can change anytime. We have ice and wind, that's fine. Although, shit. The final mob doesn't have wind on it. No fucking automatic, this remaining of numbers defeated. Are you fucking... Okay. Oh shit.
Captain! Tormented doubt, farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Was that it? Ah, okay, that's half damage. Base damage lower, hollow, you have up to victory, win damage to opponent. Enemy is not defeated before, but when a constant HP reaches 0, they will consider as defeated. Please do your best to survive, sure. Dismissed. We have buffs. After each cycle in the battle, you will enter the store where you can purchase pieces with the combat buffs, star coins. Sell this piece. Entering combat increases damage. Purchase, whatever. I have more. Let's fucking just get everything, I guess. Rider. Do they level up or something? One effect. Yeah, several riders, okay. Yeah, there's some buffs, I don't fucking care, tap here to preview, cool, whatever. It's a saber different, so we don't care for now. Next step. So this is... I'll let him talk. Sure. This is pretty much how the bird event works, where we shuffle around in multiplayer, but it's just PvE single player, and we get buffs akin to auto battling from recent Genshin or just random normal auto battling games. So yeah, I'll do this one, and that's gonna be that for today's stream. Yeah, whatever. I definitely need to record this Jufufu quest, so I think I'll do this right after now, but that's gonna be just fucking silent because I read way too fucking much. But yeah, overall the quest was super meh, to be honest, and it did not help that fucking half of it was completely silent, another half was silent because the characters were only in Japanese, so you had to do like several fucking things if you wanted that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The ending with Pom Pom was great, but that's what, like 1 minute out of 5 fucking hours. Yeah, sure. Write the bond. Command spell can be used during Holy Wand. Write the bond pieces. Immediately obtain 16 free refresh. What the hell? Gets one, and you get random piece. Okay, might as well take that. Okay, can I leave now? Guilty details. Yep, cool. Why can I not leave? Next step. Okay, I think I can leave here, right? Purchase identical pieces, increase XP. Yeah, they level up. Is it 3 on 3? Ah, no, it just works towards that shit. Rider. So yeah, they do level up. Rider. Refresh. Saber, Rider. Refresh. Rider. Cool. Okay, can I leave now? You motherfuckers, fucking let me leave. Weapon finalized. Leave for now. Not doing any of that shit. Okay. I'll grant all the other stuff later. So yeah, thanks for watching. And in terms of gacha games, like I said, I'll record Jufufu. At some point I will record me doing all the quests and exploration in Aedes Elysiae. I'll probably try that tomorrow, but we'll see. And the next stuff would be what? ZZZ. And I believe that's this Wednesday, right? Shit. So much freaking content, dude. So much content. But yeah, most likely that's all. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.